always loved Harmonix's games. Frequency and Amplitude introduced me to music games, and I was on board with the developer's Kickstarter pitch for an Amplitude reboot for PlayStation 4 from moment one. A few months later, the game is in alpha, playable alone and in 4-player multiplayer, and it's pretty good. I, however, am terrible at Amplitude. But that's going to change. I actually love that I'm bad at Amplitude. My favorite thing about Harmonix games is getting better at them. When I mastered the original Amplitude on Expert, it sort of just lost its luster. I played through 5 tracks multiple times in this psychedelic reboot, and it just felt right. It felt like Amplitude. I'd start on a drum track, nail a few notes by pressing buttons in time with the percussion, and switch over to a synth track to do it again. This is a weird game to watch, but Amplitude does a great job of making me feel like a composer using a controller. Hitting a series of notes, seeing the track destroy itself in celebration, and hearing the music come alive is a really great feeling. It's even better if you can jump to another instrument and keep that combo going. If you're a fan of Amplitude, all of this probably sounds really familiar. Yep, this is definitely Amplitude, pure and untainted. Harmonix isn't changing much, for better or worse. And as it stands, this is exactly what they promised and what I wanted. Less desirable is the kinda messy multiplayer, which lets 4 players compete to dominate their track lanes and earn higher scores than each other. It's really satisfying to score points from a base track, which denies points to anyone else trying to earn in the same spot. Better still, ejecting them off your lane with a power-up, or slowing time to mess up their rhythm with another, adds more competitive elements to Amplitude. But it's really, really hard to keep track of things in multiplayer as it stands now, and Harmonix knows this. The outer tracks are tough to read, tracking where you are is difficult, and knowing whether or not you're scoring or losing a lane is almost impossible. I love the idea of Amplitude multiplayer, and we had a ton of fun fighting for points, but it has a much longer way to go than the stronger single-player stuff. I'm confident in this, though, because Harmonix absolutely nailed exactly what Kickstarter backers asked for in the first place. They made Amplitude.
Revitalized.